What is up, my friends? It's your boy Clear here. If you are new, welcome to my channel. I am an intuitive, a psychic medium, a Reiki master, a certified life coach, and a professional recording artist. And today, I want to speak about how to heal depression. Now, disclaimer, if you are struggling with your mental health, I am not a mental health professional, so please seek help, um, with a professional accordingly. This is me sharing my experiences with how I have overcome depression. And this is something that has gone in cycles throughout my life. And the reason I'm talking about it today is because the Cancer New Moon last week kicked my fucking butt. It kicked my butt, you guys. I was struggling, and it felt like, I was cooking a meal yesterday, and just standing there in the kitchen with my friend, we were listening to music. It was like a nice atmosphere, but I was holding back tears, and I didn't even know why they were there. And that just felt so reminiscent of when I used to really struggle with depression and really struggle with, I would just call it my eyes leaking. I used to wake up in the morning, my eyes would just leak for hours. And it was hard to get things done when you can't see, right? I'm not used to that mode of operation. So depression and grief and sadness has gotten in the way of what I thought I wanted my life to be like at certain times. And I took a good look at myself yesterday and this past week as I was feeling this different texture and level of sadness than I had felt in a long time. And I was like, where are you not meeting your own spiritual needs, babe? What's going on that you're missing the boat here? And you're creating a space where there's a lot of sadness. And I realized that gratitude was something that I could bring back into my life, but it felt deeper than that. So I wanted to share with you my personal method of how I heal my depression when it comes up. Now, I recognize that, depression, people can use that word in many different ways. I definitely had bouts of depression when I was younger that were much more intense. I, tried to take my own life when I was younger. I have been on antidepressants at different times throughout my life. And I am now in a place where I am not on antidepressants and I do not have suicidal ideation. So I'm very grateful to be where I am. And I recognize that, being on antidepressants or anti-anxiety medication can be the right thing for people. So I encourage you to, seek out whatever options you feel like you need. And if you are in need of support, call 911 or call a suicide hotline. I love you. You are worthy. You are enough. And for me, what I'm about to share with you is how it's a system that I literally put in place last night when I was sitting in bed for myself, knowing that, tomorrow's a new week, it's a Monday, and I'm going to just nip this depression in the bud before it escalates or just drags on in my life. So my loves, this is how I heal my depression. Let me see if y'all can see my screen here. Okay, so this is an app called Habit Share, and I use it with my clients, but I found it because I use it for myself first. So in this app, you can track different habits you have. And I went through my mind and wrote down all the different tools that I use from my ascension, and therefore the healing of the lower vibrations that were getting stuck in my body. Started off with a 9-hour sleep, baby, because I need that good Z time. So a 9-hour sleep, that's something that I have in my schedule to do 7 days a week, every single day. Next, a morning embodied meditation. So giving myself the time in the morning before I get out of bed to experience and embody the vibration of joy and gratitude. So this is not just about doing the meditation and it being done. This is about actually embodying the vibration of joy and optimism and freedom and gratitude and awe at a new day. So yes, we can do a meditation like this, but if it's not sinking into ourselves, then did we really do it? Right? So that's why it was important for me to articulate that the meditation in the morning must be embodied. Okay. So take that off this morning. Next, I have prayer. And I have another video where I talk about my morning prayer routine. And for me, what prayer looks like is lighting candles, lighting incense, praying to the 7 directions. That's north, east, south, west, the celestial good of the earth, the intergalactic ancestral guardians of light. And direction number 7 is me, the I am presence within clear, my infinite boundless spirit. So I just check in and I say, ancestral guardians of light, thank you for being with me. And please help me to feel X today. So today, my main prayer was for joy and for fun and allow myself to have fun. All right. Another one I have, mirror affirmations. This is really important for me. And actually, I do my mirror affirmations before I pray. So while I'm still sitting in bed, I journal and I write down what my desired state is. So for me, some of the affirmations from today were, I am deserving of joy. I am worthy of my own patience. I am worthy of my own self-love and admiration. So I write these down. Okay, I wrote down 11 affirmations this morning. And then I got up, stood in front of the full-length mirror, and recorded myself reading out my affirmations on my phone. And I recorded them in first person, so I am. Second person, you are. And I also did first person plural, we are, because sometimes I feel like I'm many spirits and many souls. So that felt good. Also, there's the me in the mirror, and there's the me who's speaking it. So that was something that I added in for my first time this morning, the we are affirmations, and it felt really good for me. And then I also have the third person, clear is, and I speak about myself in third person. So I record that all on one voice note. And then I literally listen back to that on repeat in my little AirPods, boom, boom, throughout the day. And the app that I use is called Music Memos because it's a high quality audio recording. And I can also play Spotify while playing my music memo. So I got some nice chill jazz in the background. I'm listening to my affirmations on repeat, and it sets me up vibrationally. This is such a key tool that I use, and I'm so glad I came back to it today. It's been really nice this morning to have these affirmations just repeating and embedding themselves into my subconscious experience of my life. Is this landing? You get it? Right? Please share below or in the chat if you have any other similar experiences with how you work with your affirmations and how you work with the magic of audio throughout your day. I also love YouTube. Love YouTube. We'll get to that later in this. Okay, so after I pray, I make a smoothie. Yes, I do. A groovy smoothie. Lots of greens, lots of protein, fruit. It tastes good. It's good for me. It gets me amped. I didn't even have coffee today, which felt good because I've been drinking a lot of coffee while I've been in Toronto. So smoothie is next. Tick that off. Next, I have manifestation. I'm currently, as I've been talking about, taking Quasi Jokio's reality mastery program and really articulating what I actually want in my life, which is a lot harder than it sounds. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Have you ever really tried to sit down and articulate exactly what you want your life to look and feel like for the next 6 months, year, 2 years, 5 years? It feels like a lot of responsibility, and especially because I know that it works. What we ask for comes. So I'm like, clear, you better ask right. I'm really trying to figure out what exactly I want. So I spent an hour on that today. That was my manifestation time block, and it helps me to know where I'm headed to, where I'm projecting my energy for the rest of my day. Okay. Next, I gotta freshen up, baby. That's right. I put on some clothes for y'all. I washed my face. I brushed my teeth. Okay. Minty fresh breath coming your way. Freshen up. It's a Monday to Friday thing. Gets me in the flow, right? I'm present. I'm here. Cool. Take that off. Next up, I have my creative expression. And that is exactly what I'm here doing with y'all. YouTube, hello. My name is Clear, and I am currently creatively expressing myself. This can also look like writing music for me. It can look like painting sometimes. It can look like XYZ. Like, what does your creative expression look like? One of my YouTube mentors, Hindsight, shout outs, says that expression is our greatest form of nutrition. And I heard that. I heard that and I felt that. It feels really fulfilling for me to get to creatively express myself. It's something that I really love doing. So that's on my list, okay? Next up, I'm going to have a hearty breakfast after this. Yes, I am, because I deserve to eat well and to take time out of my day to cook, which is something that I also struggled with. I had disordered eating when I was growing up, and there's some habits that linger, especially when I do get into a space where I'm feeling kind of depressed. So it's important for me to make sure that I'm eating well for all of us. So grateful to have access to food. It's not something I take for granted. So eat the food, you know? Next up, I have community cultivation. And for me, as a life coach, I have a lot of conversations with different people in my community through my Instagram presence. And also as a singer, like, people are hitting me up. So I like to take time to really focus in and like chat with people and see how the vibe is and if it might make sense for us to work together in a certain capacity. So me, the crux of that is bringing my food to the table, and the feeling of bringing my community offering to my community, bringing that nourishment, that food to the table of my collective is a beautiful thing for me. And it's something that is on my list because it's important in my well-being. All right, so that's on there. Then, I like this next one, seducing my desires. Now, if you watched my video from last week about my trans yoni recalibration, you would have heard me talking about reintegrating my divine feminine essence. And I've been watching someone called It's Baby J here on YouTube. And she talks a lot about what feminine energy is and the magnetism of the relaxed, passive, feminine energy is. So I've been studying it and thinking about it, and one of the ways that she expresses it is seducing your desires. So for example, if one of our desires is to experience wealth and have financial abundance in our lives, then we, the way that we act with money seduces more money to come to us. It makes it attractive and comfortable and natural for money to flow into our energy fields. So for example, one of the ways that I intend to seduce my desire for wealth and stability is to track my money. And again, if you've been watching me, sometimes it's hard for me to really sit down and do that. So having this mindset that I'm actually creating an energetic vortex for money to feel comfortable in and attracted to helps me to understand why it's important to track my funds, or to take care of the money that I do have. Is this landing? Is this making sense? I really like this. It's another way of saying a to-do list as well, but really looking at each to-do and saying, why is this intentional? What's the intention behind each thing on my to-do list? What experience am I desiring to attract through taking this off the list? And can I meet this to-do task with that energy? Okay. Next, strengthening the self, being in my body, working out, maybe doing some push-ups, going for a run, chasing endorphins, experiencing a strong, healthy body. That's something that helps me to feel strong in all areas of my life. So that's on here. Also, I have the balm of nature, spending time in nature, you guys. Oh, cry. It really is like a soothing balm on the spirit. I also get anxious sometimes. Being in nature just chills me out. It reminds me who I am in my essence, and it reminds my energy how to relax. Okay, so again, my friends, we are healing our depression right now. Goodbye, depression. Goodbye, right? These all play into a healthy lifestyle. And I'm tracking them, baby. I am tracking them because I care about myself. and I care about you. And I really hope this is helping you. Okay, another one that I put on my list is good vibes. And then the little emoji face is like, ah, with the tongue. So this could be like joking around with friends. This could be like getting baked and just vibing. This could be putting on some music and dancing really hard. But the point of the good vibes, check on the list, is to like let loose and actually have fun. Having fun. Having fun is a very important vibrational experience. Think about the emotions associated with having fun. They're jolly. It's a jolly emotional field. So sometimes it's been quite hard for me to think about joy and fun as something that I pragmatically fit into my schedule. Again, as someone who has been a workaholic kind of energy, it's something that I'm really learning to incorporate, and I'm really learning and understanding more and more the importance of actually having fun. And again, that doesn't mean just like watching an episode of something in the night and just sitting there and being like, okay, I did it, I relaxed. But we actually deserve to feel that sparkly energy field, like really embody that joy vibration. Okay, and I know we started the morning with embodying it. It's important to come back around to it. Maybe like have some just like painful laughter with some friends. Okay, so that's like a really strong pure intention of mine to incorporate more of that right now. Next, I have receiving pleasure. And this does not have to be sexual pleasure, but it can be. And it's really, again, about receiving and that divine feminine essence of welcoming in bliss and blessings, receiving pleasure. Maybe it's giving a self massage, being in the body, being safe in the body, being well in the body, being loved in the body. Maybe it's having a nice warm bath. Maybe it's, asking a loved one if they could give you a foot rub, right? A little foot rub trade. Maybe it's enjoying some chocolate dipped strawberries. Maybe it's having a beautiful masturbation session with yourself, really pampering yourself, exploring your sensual and sexual pleasure. There's so much that receiving pleasure can show up as. And I wanted to track it because it's a part of my life. And whereas before I was kind of tracking when I was masturbating as a way to withhold pleasure from myself, I didn't want it to be a distraction for myself. So I was limiting when I was doing that. In the past week, I've opened up more to reintegrating and learning my yoni in a different way, and my whole pleasure center, reintegrating with it in a way that is about receptivity, receiving bliss, and allowing myself to experience a plethora of bliss and pleasure because I deserve it. And it's beautiful to be on Earth in a space in 3D where we actually can experience this. Because in the 5D, it's different. Pleasure is not as tangible and tactile. So while I'm here, it's like, yeah, babe, let's go in. Let's go in on that, Next up, I have reflecting and gratitude. I know I mentioned gratitude earlier because it's really important. So what reflecting and gratitude looks like to me is literally I'm in bed, it's the end of the day, and in my journal, just being like, this is something that was really beautiful in my day that I'm really grateful for. Or even this is something that was hard in my day, but I'm grateful for it because X, Y, Z. So learning to have an attitude of gratitude. You've heard it before, babe. And that's because it works. It works. It's so important for us to have an attitude of gratitude. We live in so much abundance. And I recognize that life tosses stuff at us, right? And it can be hard to whoa, curb it and work with it. But at the end of the day, coming back to what we are grateful for and what we do have is such a powerful way to then attract more of the things that we love in our life. And once we get those things that we love in our life, the only way we can truly experience them is by acknowledging and experiencing them, right? So being grateful, being grateful. Okay, that's an important one. Next, I have receiving alien mentorship. So as y'all know, I'm a starseed. I think we're all starseeds. Let's just be honest here. But I'm reading a book called Connecting with the Arcturians, which is an interdimensional race. And being able to take time out of my day to receive their wisdom and their insight, which is like just so high level. There's a lot of 5D light coming through those pages. Giving myself space and time to really take that in helps to up level my consciousness. So not only am I reintegrating what I already know and what's already working for me, but I'm also receiving even more mentorship so I can up level even further. And for you, receiving mentorship might look like checking out mentors on YouTube. I might be one of them. I would be so humbled. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I have a lot of people I watch on YouTube who are mentors to me. So creating space in my day to receive that mentorship felt like a really important thing for me to put in my healing from depression checklist. Next, I have drank 2 liters of water, and this is like a, did I do it? I'm about to go to bed, about to go to sleep. Did I do it? This is my 2-liter water bottle. I'm working my way through it pretty well, actually. The nectar of life, am I right? Lubricate that energy field. Lubricate that energy field, okay? So my water's in here. And then my final one, my final habit for this beautiful healing of depression day and week and lifetime. We'll start with the week, is an emptiness meditation. So this is different than my morning embodiment meditation because instead of the focus being on embodying joy, the focus is on emptying myself of everything, emptying myself of my identity, emptying myself of my ego, emptying myself of any stories, any storylines, any thoughts, any opinions. It's empty, emptied from me. I am empty space. I'm just an empty body existing. And a smile always creeps over my face when I feel my own emptiness. I really love the emptiness meditations at night. And I know that as I create space to feel my emptiness throughout the day, it's easier for me to tap into it at other times in my life, other points in my day. It's like strengthening a muscle. So when there's moments when I might be feeling anxious or depression might come up, I might be feeling sad and not know why, I can return to this place where I have no ego and no identity and no opinions and no stories and this emptiness and the level of presence that I get to experience when I am in my own emptiness is magic. That's all I'm going to say about it. Try it for yourself, my love. Thank you so much for tuning in to my video about how to heal depression. I believe in you infinitely. And not just in theory and concept, but I know that you and I are one and the same. We're both humaning, starseeds humaning. And if I can do it, so can you. Simply because we are of the same chemistry. I know that, of course, some of us have different chemistry and different neurobiology, but my love, try out this system and get back to me and see how it works for you, okay? And if you have anything else to add, I would be so excited to hear what it is. I love you. I believe in you. You deserve your own patience, and you are so beautiful in your resilience. And with that, my friends, I'm feeling crystal clear. I am feeling clear as day. I hope this video helped you to get clear and transmit your unique, gorgeous light. And with that, I am out.